I talked about MC Hammer Mama on my first album. I said, MC Hammer, his mama.
Why'd you go to his mom?
I don't know. I thought I was the shit, MC Hammer was large, man. He was a large commodity in hip hop. Like I was just like, yo, that I gotta go at him. And I wasn't going at him like, you know what, you Hammer. I was just having fun. But now that I look at it, it was like, yo, listen, I did say his mama. I was like, ooh, I wouldn't say that now. When all that came in the ingredient, then it was like no turning back. Like, this is full on beef. So yeah, he definitely checked me as big bro, because he was definitely older than me, but he checked me as like young bro, and he gave me the advice.
In person?
Yeah, in person. Like, I was like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because MC Hammer don't play. Like I said that in the interview. He don't play no.
You think you know MC Hammer. Flashy pants. Big dance moves. A cartoon character in rap history, right? But what if I told you? MC Hammer had people shook. Like death threats, beatdowns, blood on the speakers shook. What if I told you the guy who did chicken commercials was also the man who made entire rap crews vanish from cities overnight? This isn't just a story about rap beefs. It's a story about fear, power, and the moment some of the boldest MCs learned they were in way too deep. Redman was just trying to make noise. Young, hungry, reckless. And so he picked a name so massive it echoed from the charts to the streets, MC Hammer. But he didn't just go at Hammer. He said the unthinkable. He went for Hammer's mother. It was supposed to be a joke, a bar to flex his rap bravado. But he didn't know he had just stepped into a minefield. That one line buried in a skit? It was about to explode everything. It happened when no one expected it. At the final episode of Yo! MTV Raps. Redman wasn't performing. He was just present. Until Hammer walked up, face calm, voice low, but energy deadly serious. I don't allow nobody talking about my mama. You understand me? That was it. No yelling. No entourage needed. Redman, who'd built a career on talking wild, instantly folded. Yes, sir. Over and over. That wasn't a man talking. That was a message being delivered. And Redman got it loud and clear. Hammer wasn't playing. This wasn't rap anymore. It was survival. But Hammer's words weren't just empty threats. Redman and EPMD were performing in Oakland, Hammer's backyard. And the vibe was off. Eyes were on them. Every move felt watched. Redman remembers the moment vividly. They were nearly boxed in, like prey about to get jumped. They had to run. Bounce. Evacuate. Hammer's crew was already in position, ready to strike. It wasn't a matter of if. It was about how close they came to never making it out. And then there's the third base story, the one that still sounds like a scene from a crime film. After they dropped a diss involving Hammer's mother, a call came into Def Jam. Is third base still flying to LA? The voice asked. Yes. The response? Good. They're dead. Then the line went cold. But that was just the beginning. Sources claimed it was Hammer's brother. Others.
Come to the West Coast and get money. I like it out there. I like the Bay Area. So yeah, that. You right. I won't talk about your mama, but
Wait, you say the 357? You're talking about Oaktown?
yeah, the
357?
Oaktown girls, all of them.
The three,
all of
the three
them.
girls?
All of them was out there. The girls, the women, everyone. The men, everyone. Everyone rolls. It wasn't just out there. Just was ready to mash any that we had or any other crew had. Any y'all came with, they getting mashed out too. Serious. It was serious with Hammer. Crazy. It was, yo, you ask around.
I know. I've interviewed MC Hammer before.
Ask around. It ain't just me talking shit. And I'm a real nigga. And I don't brag on other niggas. But I say that about Hammer because he did so much for rap, even though people didn't consider him as an MC. But regardless, he's a black man that helped carry the culture over, and he did it big. And he's a guy that believed in anything that he gonna do that shit big. That's just what it is. Whether it's gonna be music or you gonna talk about me, we gonna fight. This is my crew, 100 motherfuckers. So I gotta respect that man. I always respected him. That's why I talked about him on my album, because I respected him. Like, he's so large, I gotta get at him.
Said $50,000 was on the table. A bounty. Rolling 60s Crips. The conversation went up the chain, all the way to Russell Simmons. Even Eric B. confirmed it. Yeah, it's real. The plan wasn't to kill. Not completely. Just break their legs. Let them do interviews from the waist up. This wasn't paranoia. This was scheduled violence. And then there's the tour story, the one nobody talks about until the room goes quiet. EPMD's dancer, lost in the hype, jumped on one of Hammer's sacred speakers. A small mistake, but it triggered a war. Hammer's brother pulled up barking. EPMD's Paris swung first. And then, like ants from the walls, Hammer's crew poured in. Dozens. Faces unfamiliar, eyes locked.
Didn't remember it.
Right.
So that one night, Vanilla Ice opens up. Matter of fact, Vanilla Ice wanted to go on tour and dance with Fendi, be on tour with EPMD. It's crazy. But he, that night, got on the speaker.
Wow.
Dancing. So we get off the stage. I think it was Hammer's brother came and was barking at Fendi. So we hear like yelling, we see the dancer going back and forth. So Paris comes over, hears it, and then boom, busts his glasses, everything.
The brother?
Yes, all of it, just all of it, all of it. So once he hit him, we see like a whole sea of people. Can you imagine? Hammer got 30 on stage anyway.
Yeah, that's what he was known for, yeah.
So the people start coming, and there was police officers. I can't make this up.
Right.
So after a while, we ended up moving towards the wrong way. So now we in this corridor where you go backstage to change.
And you're being
And
cornered?
now it's me, Solo, Alvin, God Bless the Dead, and some other person against all these people. And we're like, oh, and one of the guys was like, yo, I want him, the chubby one. So I'm like, God damn, I'm like, oh, so now I get into a karate stance. I don't know no kung fu.
One man pointed at Redman. I want him. The chubby one. Red didn't know karate, but he got in a stance anyway. What else could he do? It was a kill box. Outnumbered. Trapped. The kind of moment where seconds feel like hours, and one wrong move gets you erased. The public saw Hammer as cartoonish. Harmless. But the truth? He was the last person you wanted to cross. He had money. He had respect. And he had an army. Redman said it best. I heard about you, and I seen your work. Hammer didn't have to shout. He didn't have to swing. He moved like a boss who knew exactly what strings to pull. From the Bay to LA, from backstage to boardrooms, everyone knew. If Hammer got uncomfortable, someone else would handle it. Quietly. Completely. Back then, everyone clowned Hammer. The Pepsi commercials. The chicken ads. The cartoon. They called him a sellout. But now, every rapper wants the exact empire he built. The sponsors. The sneaker deals. The legacy. He was ahead of the game. Feeding 100 people. Putting his crew on payroll. Nobody was doing it like him. But success has a dark side. Because the more you build, the more you have to protect. And Hammer? He protected his name like it was war currency. With Hammer, there were no warnings. No negotiating. If he felt disrespected, he didn't need to say a word. The people around him would make sure the disrespect stopped. One way or another. This wasn't a myth. It wasn't an exaggeration. It was the culture around him. We will fight for Hammer, one Bay native said. This is King Hammer. You must fight for thy honor. Redman learned. Third Base learned. EPMD learned. And every rapper who came after. Well, they watched from a safe distance. Some never spoke his name again. Please don't forget to like and subscribe as much more interesting stories would be coming up. Thank you.